magic. And I will tell you that this is indeed magic.
Did you get one, Mike?
Oh. Hello, Jeff from Florida Penthouse. Good morning, CJ. Please say hi on behalf of Mike. Looks like he finally got live. We're on, what is this, 43?
Yep.
We're on 43, riding in two private cars and run by Executive Rail, actually owned by the Catalpa Falls Group.
Guys, welcome aboard the first leg of the Whistle Stop Tour. Just departed New York City on train 43 for Philadelphia 30th Street Station. Our cars are currently on the head end of the train behind the power to Philly, and in Philly we will become the end of the train for the run to Pittsburgh. So a little bit later this afternoon, watch for us on the Paradise, Pennsylvania camera, and then again at the Horseshoe Curve when we roll around the curve later on this afternoon. Just departing New York City out of Penn Station and making the run to 30th Street, Philadelphia. We'll give everybody a chance to get their notifications, and then we'll do a quick tour of the cars. Currently we're riding in the Chester County, and ahead of us is the Catalpa Falls, which will be bringing up the markers later on in the trip. Good to have you guys with us today. Welcome aboard the 2021 Whistle Stop Tour. And this is brought to you by our friends over at Executive Rail. Huge thanks to Eric, Zach, Antonio, Wayne, the entire crew at Executive Rail. They're just absolutely top-notch folks and really know how to put on a show. So, Jordy, yes, we just departed New York City, headed for 30th Street in Philadelphia. Power is going to swap ends in at 30th Street. And that's where our two private cars will become the end of the train for the run to Pittsburgh.
Facebook, can you hear Mike okay?
Hi, guys. So far, it's been a great trip. Several of us on the VR team came up yesterday on the Deadhead move to New York City, got familiar with the cars, the layouts, and kind of had a little briefing on how today was going to work. So get to see some interesting stuff here along this section here. Lots of different equipment. These cars are used to extend platforms when the platform tracks are out of service. What we just passed. Again, good to have you guys with us today. If you're just joining us, we just departed New York City, headed for 30th Street in Philadelphia.
Hey, Randy.
Syracuse, good morning. Good to have you on board with us today.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
That's okay, CJ. Although if we were standing next to each other, you definitely wouldn't mistake me for Mike.
Yeah, for you guys that were unable to join us on this trip, we'll be doing several live streams today to kind of have you ride along with us virtually. Beautiful cars, absolutely top-notch. The folks at Executive Rail have really outdone themselves with this trip.
Where are we now?
New Jersey.
Is this Trent?
Pretty close to your house.
Gonna be Newark, right?
Yale!
That's Newark.
Yeah, we're having a fabulous time. Your husband is as always, a bit of a pain, but he's been behaving.
Yeah, coming through Newark Penn Station at the moment. I believe we'll have a quick stop here, and we'll go take a tour of the two cars here in just a minute.
What I do is I drive from my house.
Say hello to Gail.
Oh, hey, sweetheart. Love you. Hi, Gail. Is she on? Oh, okay, good.
All right, if you didn't hear Mike, we have just
All right.
stopped in Trenton, New Jersey.
Do a quick tour of the car here.
You were obviously talking about the BMWs. Where are you?
I live in Portland, which is just west of
Show you guys a quick picture of the sign here. Oh, you guys are good. We're just we're showing them the car. Our viewers on the YouTube side. YouTube, say hello to Facebook. Facebook, say hello to YouTube.
Facebook is just following us around.
Hey guys. All right, so this car is the Chester County parlor car, and we're going to take a quick little tour of the car, and then we'll head up to the Catalpa Falls. Most important room on the train, of course, the restroom. I think this restroom is bigger than the restroom in my house. And yes, we will be going through Paradise, Pennsylvania, as well as the Horseshoe Curve. And this is where our side ends and Amtrak begins. So we'll take a quick trip back through the Catalpa Falls. Kathy's following me here. So, yeah, we'll give you guys another.
The production quality.
Take this chance to just take a quick trip through the cars, and
I lost signal.
let's go. We'll go and see the Catalpa Falls and check that out.
Don't go out of power in the tunnel.
Everyone, Antonio.
Again, huge thanks to all our friends here at Executive Rail. They've done a phenomenal job. And this, folks, is the Catalpa Falls. Just a quick view of the inside of the Catalpa Falls. Some beverages for later on in the trip. And we'll do a tour of the bedrooms and whatnot a little bit later this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Enjoy your ride.
Oh, we meet again.
Where are you going now?
All right. Gonna head back to the seats here, and then we will get some more footage out the window here.
I don't care. Give him a piece of chocolate cake or something, you know.
We eat basically in the same two restaurants. And the waitresses know, and the waitresses know the scenario. We're in there.
Not required on the private cars.
Sometimes we acknowledge, sometimes we stop and say, look, be careful. Stop and
We'll let you guys ride along here for just a little bit, and then we'll pick it up again once we become the end of the train in Philadelphia. And we'll keep you guys updated as to when to watch the cameras in Paradise and again in Horseshoe Curve later this afternoon. If you guys are just tuning in, just departed New York Penn Station, headed for 30th Street in Philadelphia.
Oh, you did go to that.
Yeah, for you guys that are familiar with this area, definitely appreciate the details on where we're at and what we're seeing. So thank you again. First camera we'll pass today is going to be the Paradise, Pennsylvania camera. And that's hosted by the fine folks over at the Strasburg Railroad. We had an event there in August. Great time. Definitely worth a visit if you're in the area.
Right now his head is swimming.
And we are scooting right along here on the Northeast Corridor.
It's just the bigger the department, the more hassle. You all got hassle.
All right, Facebook. My arms are tired. Mike was much smarter than I was. And
For once, I'm glad that's on record. I'm going to play that back over and over again.
So I'm going to drop off. I'm sure we will be live once again, particularly as we get towards Philly. So thanks everyone. Keep your notifications on throughout this trip. It's going to be fun. Take care, everyone.
Just letting, let's see, the gentleman asked about blowing the horn. There's some work crews on the other side of the train, so they had to make a little noise as we entered their limits.
It takes them a while to sneak it up to them. That would trip.
Yesterday on the way up, we had a couple spots they had to blow the horn just to alert trackside folks that we were coming by. Yes, we've got an ACS on the nose here. We'll keep that until Harrisburg, and in Harrisburg we'll pick up our diesel power for the remainder of the trip into Pittsburgh. Currently sitting at about 100 miles an hour right now. Looks like we're on the center track. Hitting speeds yesterday on the way here at speeds up to 125 miles an hour on the corridor here. Will Rich, what can we do for you? Glad to answer questions. And these cars definitely ride like a Cadillac, very smooth. See, just departed Newark Penn, so I'm not too familiar with this area. Looks like we're approaching Elizabeth, New Jersey. Big John, correct. Yep, slowed down a little bit, making some noise for the crews working here. Welcome to Elizabeth, New Jersey. Jerry, we are on train number 43, the Amtrak Pennsylvania, in service to Pittsburgh. Scott, thanks. Glad to have you guys riding with us this morning. Some of you guys that are regulars in our chats from time to time may hear the term hooligan. We're fortunate enough today to have our chief hooligan, Bill Barr, joining us. Bill B in the chats. Bill B, say hello. Don. Bruce Williams. Kathy behind me. Wilma, we're going to pass, the first camera we'll pass will be Paradise, Pennsylvania, and then followed by Horseshoe Curve later on this afternoon. Thanks for the info, Big John. G5B, we are currently on the head end behind the power out of New York Penn, and we'll make the swap at 30th Street here in about 45 minutes. And at that point, we'll hang our drumhead, and we will become the rear of the train for the remainder of the trip to Pittsburgh. Anonymous, we are on the Northeast Corridor between New York City and Philly. Gamma Rain, yes. We had to skip last year because of because of COVID, but discussions were already underway last night at dinner about next year's trip aboard the Zephyr to San Francisco. The drumhead is in the Catalpa Falls, and once we swap ends at 30th Street, we will hang the drumhead. You'll be able to see the drumhead on the Pennsylvania or the Paradise cam as we go by. And it's lit. So it'll be lit tonight when we get parked on the private car tracks at Pittsburgh. We'll have some drinks on the train tonight once we arrive. Hopefully meet some folks when we get into Pittsburgh. And then tomorrow we're just going to hang out in Pittsburgh and see what we can find and hopefully stay out of the rain.
We did the Empire, we did the exactly the Empire building. Then we did it something.
And Dunkin' Donuts, if you're watching, I would certainly like to be a sponsor.
You walk 50 miles for a Dunkin'.
He's watching Bernie's based on Dunkin' Donuts.
Get used to it.
Amtrak Guy 364 will be waving. Valdor Fox, we're permitted 125 miles an hour on the corridor. John, welcome. I've seen enough Bill Barr to last me a lifetime so far, and it's only Friday. John Clark, very smooth ride. Yes, sir. We are currently moving along here, probably approaching the top speed of 125. We had a heritage unit on our train number 84 yesterday out of Ashland. Top speeds that we're going to hit today on the corridor is going to be 125 miles an hour. Which we're probably at the top end of that right now. Oh, I'm sorry. We're sitting right now at about 105 miles an hour. Some sections yesterday we were topping out at 125. Again, if you guys are tracking us, Train 43, the Pennsylvania. It's a real smooth ride here at these speeds. Looks like they're starting to serve some snacks. What is that?
There's nothing left.
Oh, that's fine.
Clear cookies.
Listen,
I think I have peanut butter.
I've had plenty of cookies. Will, we just departed Penn Station on time at 10:52. We will arrive tonight about 8 p.m. in Pittsburgh. We'll be in Pittsburgh all day tomorrow, and we will depart first thing in the morning on Sunday with a New York City Sunday night at about 5 p.m. We'll stay live here another couple minutes, and then take a little break. We already got through Elizabethtown, I believe. Oh, well, maybe not. I don't know what that was. I can't see it. We're going so fast. Yeah, we're going so fast I couldn't see that last station. Apologies. I think you guys can follow us on the Amtrak tracker as well. Judith Smith, we'll see you in Tyrone. Waving back at you.
Bless you, whoever that was.
That was good touch.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car, if you guys are just now tuning in. And this car that we're riding in right now is the Chester County, and we'll be in the Catalpa Falls here shortly. Not at the current moment. We did look at a spot last year, actually year before last, in Washington, D.C., and the weren't able to get internet up to the roof of the building that we were looking at, so not to say that it's out of the question, but certainly not on the radar at the current moment. Yeah, moving along really good at the moment. Yeah, it's so fast. I can't read it. Edison, thank you, John. Edison, we just blew through Edison there. Well, hopefully 475 will be there when we sneak by this afternoon. And for those of you guys watching that know where we're at, definitely appreciate the information. This is not my neck of the woods, quite a departure from the small town I live in East Tennessee. Yes, Anonymous, the FBI just released us last night to get Tucson back online, so I think when we stop at 30th Street, we'll have a few minutes. We'll see if we can't get the stream restored there, but if not, probably later tonight by the time we get to Bit. Can we shut it? No hitting. This is a family-friendly trip.
And what's the hooligan doing?
You were probably the one that kicked me off virtual rail when I logged on and stuck digging.
I did not. I'm not permitted to ban anymore. Kathy put a stop to that pretty early on. Out you went. Well, the community manager, Bruce, is right here, so if you want to file your complaint, now's the time to do it.
He promptly left.
Yeah.
You can tell me, but I would just say.
I'm just very happy with the grab bags. I can watch them when I want.
Joe Peach is our grab bag connoisseur.
Does a wonderful job.
Absolutely fabulous.
They're going to go over the highlights.
Yeah, moving right along here. It's a nice smooth ride on this Chester County. Also of note, this is the first revenue run of this car. So first time on a trip with this car.
Right, that's exactly. The show was good.
Oh, John, you have no idea. Luckily, we also have Kathy on board with our bail money. Ah, even better. Hopefully the video's nice and smooth and stable for you guys. I am hooked up on the gimbal and the tripod, so. What time do we hit the curve? Do you know? If we're on time? Yeah, so if we're on time, should be hitting the horseshoe curve right around the 5 o'clock hour, so stay tuned. Oh, yes, the old turbo liner's over here. Check that out. Boom. Good call. Thank you, Kathy.
I knew they were coming up.
Yeah, we'll hit the Paradise, Pennsylvania cam first before Horseshoe Curve. But yeah, look for Harrisburg. We'll pick up our diesel locomotive in Harrisburg. And then if we're still on time, looking for an 8 p.m. arrival to Pittsburgh tonight. Jonathan, thank you for the information. Much appreciated. Major Payne, if you scoot back on this video, we did a quick tour of the car and then took a quick trip into the Catalpa Falls. But this is the inside of the Chester County. And again, our folks at Executive Rail have really outdone themselves on this trip. Our signage is up. Just outstanding folks. We've only been on the train 20 minutes now, and it's Brett, thank you. Definitely appreciate the info. Look forward to meeting you guys tomorrow. Rico, 2 private cars, yes sir. Chester County and the Catalpa Falls. This is an ex-New York Central car, and the Catalpa Falls is an ex-Pennsylvania car. Tom, welcome. Ruth, welcome. Glad you can join us virtually.
You didn't say hi to me when I said
Hi, Bill. We're going to sign off. Stay tuned here in less than an hour. We're going to be departing 30th Street in Philadelphia, and we'll go back live, give you guys, possibly if we're able to, a quick shot of the drum head on the back of the car. And then look for us on the Paradise camera, as well as the Horseshoe Curve camera around the 5 o'clock this afternoon. Stay tuned. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, get your notifications, and we will be back.